Well, since you think that jail is cream and you can handle jail and you think it's all about muscle and fighting and gang, I'm going to tell you 13 things about jail that you might not know that's going to make it real uncomfortable. 1, booking. When they book you in jail, it's going to take 2 or 3 days. You ain't going to get no mattress. You're going to barely get to eat. And if you sleep, you won't eat. But it's going to take a 2 or 3 day process just to process you in jail. After you leave the precinct or wherever you get to the parish, it's going to take 2 or 3 days just to get processed. And you better not fall in there on the weekend. You heard me? I'm going to bring that weekend back up, but don't fall in on the weekend. You heard me? 2, the medical process. Now, you got to go through a medical process. So, I hope everything check out. But you're going to go through that medical process with other inmates. And, you know, the outcome is the outcome. So, you have to be careful. Because if you go to jail, all your privacy and all that, that's gone, man. And you're going to have to go through that medical process. 3, you got to move when they say move. Bad enough, you don't like moving when your mama say move, your daddy say move, your girl say move, your children say move, man. You're going to have to move when authorities say move. People you don't even know, you're going to have to move when they say move, bro. Like, that's you're going to have to literally move when they say move. Yeah, right. 4, you eat when they say eat. And guess what? You got like 15 minutes to eat. That's in and out. That's coming in, getting your food, sitting down, eating it, getting up, and leaving. You got 15 minutes, man. You heard me? You got to eat when they say eat, bro. You heard me? And if you don't eat, they still make you go to the kitchen to sit in there. If you eat, you eat. You don't, you don't. You ain't staying in the cell. So, you know, like I say, you got to move when they say move. But 5, them people can cut all contact if they want. They could just cut off your contact from the free world completely, man. You know, if they want to cut the phones off, they just cut them off. You can't call nobody. They want to stop mail, they just stop mail. No mail come in, no mail come out. That's their privilege. They can cut off you completely from the outside world completely at any time they feel like it. So remember that when you think you need to reach out and you got connections and you got this to handle and you got to talk to this person and talk to that person, no, you don't. They cut all that off. They cut off all contact. Number 6, count time. Count time is something they say is for to make sure everybody's counted for. But I think it's something that happens twice a day to interrupt whatever you're doing. And one time, count time is 5 in the morning. So just think, what you doing at 5 in the morning? Sleep. They waking you up out your sleep just to count you and you say your name. Every morning, count time. Every afternoon, count time. Just when you feel like the day almost manageable, count time. You ain't ready for that, man. 7, inspection. Now, after count time at 5, you just get up, lay back down, might go to breakfast, lay back down, and then you think you're finna get some rest. Inspection. You got to make the bed up. You got to have clean around the bed. You can't have it made a certain way. You can't have nothing hanging off or none of that, man. I'm talking about like in the whole dome, inspection got to be straight before you even lay back down. So that's an hour or something just from inspection. You got to be up. So just think like inspection got you up. You heard me? So you ain't ready for that, man. But look, check this out. 8, shakedown. Bro, whenever you feel like you trying to settle and accumulate a few little items and put things in order, shakedown come and tear all that up, throw everything everywhere, step on it, walk on it, tear your pictures up, lose your pictures, stuff go over here, your mail over there, whatever else you think you got, you had in your possession, shakedown, they come and ramble through it, tear it up, throw it on the floor, disrespect you as a man, they don't care. Shakedown. You ain't ready for that, man. But look, check this out. I ain't gonna say what you ain't ready for. I'm just telling you, you heard me. 9, You ever heard the good suffer for the bad? But guess what? In jail, one inmate can do something foolish. Like, and just think, it could be 95 people, 30 people, 8 people, 12 people, 145, no matter how many people to a cell. One inmate can do the wrong thing under the wrong authority, and the whole line gotta suffer. The whole line. The whole line got to suffer for one inmate. They'll make you stand up all night. Stand up in the day room all night. Just because one dude stole a piece of chicken out the kitchen. Now the whole dome got to stand up all night until the next shift at 5 o'clock in the morning, which is count time, and then breakfast, and then inspection again. You heard me? Like, this can really happen. So, it's not, jail's not all about fighting and tough, but it's mental too. You heard me? So, now we're going to get to number 10. The lights and the noise. You don't have control if the lights can come on or off. You don't have control over that. The lights could stay on all night. Some spots, they stay on all night. So if your bunk under a light is on all night. And the noise, you can't control that. Even if the guards hollering be quiet, it's still going to be noise. So it's like noisy.
They did it for money and entertainment purposes. Quiet, a lot of champions, when they retire, they can't even feed their family. So they just trying to feed their family, man. And for entertainment. If you don't like it, don't watch.
No control over the climate. You heard me? If it's hot, it's cold. If it's cold, it's hot. If it's hot, it's sticky. Whatever it is, like, you could be in jail, you could be right there in the parish, and you won't even know if it's wintertime or summertime, because they'll have it freezing cold in there, and it'll be hot as shit outside. They'll have it hot in there, and it'll be freezing cold outside, and you'll just be living there where you won't even know. You'll lose track of the seasons, bro, in jail, man. You heard me? You have no control over the climate. You could be in there freezing. You could be in there sweating. You could be in there hot. You could be in there unhealthy, whatever, and just need hard time breathing. They don't care. They cut you out, man. So, you better be physical fit and healthy if you're finna try to just go to jail, because it's not safe. It's not sanitary in jail. No, it's jail, bro. You heard me? And that brings number 12. It's full of mold, dust, and rust. The vents full of dust. You heard me? The inside, the pipes and all that full of mold. And the outside full of rust. From where the water and the steam and the moist, it just over and over and over again, it just rusts itself out. They come change it out. It rusts itself out. They come change it out. It rusts itself out again. Like, the vents, they might clean them once a year or try to get the inmates to clean it, but you can just look up and see it's full of nothing but dust and clogged up filth and stuff like everywhere. You heard me? And 13, spider bites. You think you're a thug, right? And a little spider creep up on your little blanket, because you get a little blanket under the little mattress cover, nothing special, nothing decent. Little small flat mat, hurt your back, you heard me, feel like the flow. But anyway, a spider just creep up out that mat and bite you. And ask somebody about them past prison spider bites. Thank God I didn't get bit by a spider in that place. But ask anybody what them spiders do to you. They call them brown recluse, black recluse, whatever. Bro, I seen them send some dudes out on a stretcher, but spiders. Not thugs, not shanks, not ops, not gangs, spiders. Bite you in your sleep. You heard me? And you in the infirmary, from the infirmary to walking around looking stupid, half paralyzed. Somebody can mess over if you want, all because of spider, bro. Like, them things, all those things go on in every prison. All those things I just named, I'm pretty sure. Pretty much all the ones that I've been to. Some of them may seem clean, but that's just because people looking. But really and truly, they all is dump. They all is hell. And you don't get no respect. You're going to get treated like an animal. You heard me? And hopefully, you can still have a peace of mind, because that's when you see People go from hanging, you know, playing as children, young boys playing, running up and down in the neighborhood, and then they go to jail, and then they come out, and then they go to hanging on the block. I'm going to tell you why, because they just was sitting in jail doing nothing and being controlled and didn't even have their freedom. So once they get their freedom back, they just want to sit around and do nothing and enjoy. I got my freedom back, man. I'm just going to sit on the block for the rest of my life until you get in trouble again. But that's where all that come from, you know? So, like I say, bro, 13 reasons, you know, that you shouldn't want to be in jail. 13 reasons you should, you know, support and go download my new album, Struggle Baby, because, you know, I'm trying to keep the positivity going, but it's difficult, like I say, when you all you got. But anyway, like I say, bro, appreciate your freedom. And, you know, like, honor your parents, your family, you know, because don't just feel like you got to live like a scandalous or shiesty or whatever. You don't got to live like that, man. If you ain't come like that, you don't have to live like that. You don't have to be in the game. You don't have to be in the streets. If that's not what your destination, or that ain't where you come from, you don't have to curve to that, because ain't nothing there, bro. You going the wrong way. Go the other way, man. You know, this your boy, Big Head the Dome Doctor. Struggle Baby available on all platforms. I want you to check it out. And like I say, bro, a weekend in jail is like a lifetime. While you out enjoying the weekend and the sun shining and all that, yeah, that's good. But they in jail, the weekend is long and boring and miserable. You know, no traffic, no action. It's just like the weekend turned into a month in jail. One weekend turned into a month. So appreciate your freedom, man. You heard me? Life is about credentials. I ain't got none. You heard me? Unfortunately. So, you know, rap is my best credential. So I'm sticking to what I know. That's my credentials. But I don't have no other type of credentials. But life is about credentials. You get some credentials, then you can get somewhere. So get them while you can. You heard me? Because, yeah, I got a GED credential in jail, but it's going to say I got it in jail. So, you know, it's still credentials, but it ain't nothing that's going to, you know, get me to a higher situation, because guess what? Jail. But I got it, though. But guess what? Remember, bro, jail ain't all about just thinking you tough and you can handle it because you rebellious. Because once you get in there, it's a whole different world. Can't nobody help you. And it's a possibility you don't make it out. So, you know, do the right thing, man. Keep your head up. This your boy, Big Head the Dome Doctor, Struggle Baby, available on all platforms.
Roger, tell these mother subscribe to the Prophet channel.
Oh, I got you. I love you to death, and I will always love you, my father, because you didn't see what I had, you see what was deep in my heart.
The only man in the world who can do handstand push-ups with his fist on concrete.